2A family, what's good with you? It's your boy 2A-N-LA, and as always, fam, anything I say in this episode, prior episodes, and future episodes, it's just my personal opinion. You shouldn't take it as fact. You shouldn't take it as law. Always do your own homework and come up with your own conclusions. Right about now, fam, I'm going to ask you to go ahead and tap that like button for your boy. Alright, if you're new to the channel, I'm going to ask you to go ahead and subscribe. I think you are going to sincerely enjoy the content. And if you don't, look, you can always unsubscribe later. No harm, no foul. Alright, and if you're an existing subscriber, fam. I appreciate you more than you can possibly imagine. You are the reason this channel is anything. Alright, let's go ahead and get this episode rolling. So look, fam. This episode is about 2A-N-LA's top 10 pistol caliber carbines for 2022. Now look, fam, usually I give you guys a disclaimer. You know, if you want the smoke, holler down in the comments. That still holds true. But I'm going 10 deep instead of 5 deep like I normally do. So if your favorite PCC didn't make the list, that's, you know, I don't know what to I don't know what to tell you, fam. Come on. Step up your game. That said, I am obviously excluding guns like this, like 2A-N-LA's ultimate home defense weapon, custom AR-9. I'm not including this because it just wouldn't be fair. It just wouldn't be fair. And look, fam, I'm about to flip the script on this one. If you think it is all out right now, I'm adding another component that's going to make this gun even more spectacular. I am just waiting for things to come in, but when they do, fam, look, I'll be the first to report it to you. Alright, so look, let's jump into 2A-N-LA's top 10 pistol caliber carbines for 2022. And we are going to start off with none other than the Keltec Sub 2000. Now, some people are going to be surprised by the fact that this gun makes the list. And what I would tell you guys is, are there PCCs that are better constructed? Yes. Are there PCCs that are more accurate? Yes. Are there PCCs who are you know, better shooters, have better fit and finish, better ergonomics? Yes. But this makes the list because I feel like Keltec did what Keltec does, and they come up with innovative firearms, and they're doing things that they take risks and chances that other firearms manufacturers are simply not willing to do. And of course, I'm talking about the fact that this firearm folds down into this nice, neat, compact package. So it could be a backpack gun, it could be a truck gun, be a car gun, whatever the case may be. It certainly allows you to take additional firearms in a much more concealed manner, and I think that that's just the innovation of it is spectacular. And then to you know, put it in go mode, you simply pull forward the latch, then it releases the latch, and the gun folds over, and now you are ready. Now, this is not your mom and dad's Keltec Sub 2000. We've got, you know, upgraded muzzle, upgraded internals, upgraded screws, Magpul rail, Crimson Trace laser on it. Yeah, no, this is a little different than the norm, but nonetheless, just out of the box, this gun, the Keltec Sub 2000, is getting my number 10 slot. All right, let's keep it pushing. All right, fam. Next on the list, coming in at number 9, is the Aero Precision EMP. And so look, fam, you guys know that I have a few Aero Precisions in my collection. I've got Aero Precision .223-5.56 pistol. I've got an Aero Precision 300 blackout pistol. The EMP is Aero Precision's version of an AR-9, and they do Aero. Look, fam, if you're looking for something that has, you know, quality construction, quality components, tried and true, well-made stuff for prices that aren't going to break the bank, you should be talking and considering Aero Precision. I mean, they do that. They do that. And so, look, I should also mention really quickly that the Keltec that we talked about at number 10 is a direct blowback system. So it's going to have a little bit more kick. Well, you know, it's 9mm in a rifle format, so it's not crazy anyway. But it's going to have a little more kick than some of the other guns that are on this list. Aero Precision is also a direct blowback system. I should also mention the Keltec retails for about $520, and the Aero Precision, I'll put a picture of it up there. The Aero Precision EMP is right around $850, somewhere in that ballpark. So again, doesn't break the bank, and really well construction, really well made, and runs. And I've got trigger time behind almost all of these guns that we're going to be talking about, except for maybe one or two. All right, let's keep it rolling and get to number 8. Coming in at number 8 on 2A-N-LA's top 10 pistol caliber carbines is the Grand Power Strybog. So look, fam, this gun had some issues when it initially came out. Grand Power has addressed those issues, and by all accounts now, this gun runs phenomenally. And I had somebody who who was well known. I won't put them out there like that, but I had somebody who's a well-known gun YouTuber tell me that in a world where the Grand Power Strybog exists, he doesn't know why anyone would buy a B&T. Now look, that is high praise. That is high praise. I don't know if I agree with them. He wasn't implying that the Grand Power Strybog was better than the B&T. He just felt that the difference between the two for the value that you get, the B&T's price was not justified. You know, to me that's a personal opinion, and that was his. But I think what it does speak to is the quality of the Grand Power Strybog. So again, I'll put the picture up there and put some specs up there. But if you are considering a PCC, I don't think you can go wrong with any of the ones on the list. But you should consider the Grand Power Strybog. Also, it has a roller delayed blowback system, which, you know, is going to have less felt recoil than your direct blowback systems. So also something to consider. All right, let's keep it rolling and get into number 7. All right, coming in at number 7 on 2A-N-LA's list of the top 10 pistol caliber carbines in 2022 is none other than the CZ Scorpion EVO series. And I'll put up some footage of that and some specs. Look, fam, I don't own the CZ Scorpion EVO, but I have had a chance to shoot them pretty often. And I love the gun. You know, I'm a CZ fan. You know, I got a few CZs in the collection, so I'm a CZ fan. CZ, generally speaking, gets it right every time. The EVO is a well-constructed firearm. I guess my one criticism of it is that, you know, it's a direct blowback system. It does have more felt recoil than a lot of the other PCCs on the list. fit and finish is pretty good, but not great on the Scorpion. But look, it's a blast to shoot. It is a blast to shoot. If you are looking for just a fun gun, and it's upgradable. You know, it's very, you know, you can address a lot of the shortcomings that the firearms have, because there is an aftermarket out there kind of dedicated to the CZ Scorpion. So something to consider. I think it warrants being in the 7th spot on the 2A-N-LA's top 10 PCC list for 2022. All right, let's keep the party rolling. All right, fam, coming in at number 6 on 2A-N-LA's top 10 pistol caliber carbines for 2022 is this baby right here. Look, fam, I told you guys, I feel like this is one of the most underrated PCCs out there. I think it is often forgot about and should not be, because it is a phenomenal gun. And of course, I am talking about that Kalashnikov Cali 9. If you're in another stage, the KR9. Look, fam, this gun is drop dead sexy. And of course, it takes the AK platform of Kalashnikov fame and takes it to the PCC realm, shooting 9mm bullets. Look, fam, when it comes to fit and fin, look, and also I should say, you know, Mike, this is not a stock Cali 9. You know, we've got the tactical rail on it, and then we made some upgrades here and there. But even out of the box, it's a great shooting firearm. It is accurate. It is reliable. I got a lot of rounds for this gun. It's one of the first rifles I ever bought. I don't think I've ever had a failure to feed or any kind of misfeed. If you're in a non-capacity state, you got 20-30 round magazines for it. Look, fam, the Kalashnikov Cali 9 or KP9, depending on where you're at, is the bee's knees in my opinion, and is well warranted not only to be in the top 10, but I think really is a solid pick for number 6. All right, let's keep the party going and break into that top 5. Okay, fam, so look, we're breaking into the top 5 now, and you know, like the top 5, I think distinguishes itself in a few ways. Number 1, they're gonna cost more. If they're better, they're going to cost a little bit more than, in some instances a lot more, than some of the guns that were lower in the list. They also differentiate themselves in quality and oftentimes in how battle tested they are, oftentimes how innovative they are. And so since we're talking about innovation, I thought, you know, it's only fair and only appropriate that at number 5 we bring in this Chris Vector CRB. Now, of course, this firearm comes in a pistol version and a rifle version, so you're looking at the rifle version right now. But let me say this about the Chris Vector. What I think makes it special or unique is the system. So we talked about a couple of the systems that are on a lot of the rifles. Most of them to date have been, that we've talked about so far, have been direct blowback systems, which is the most common. I think the Strybog had that delayed roller system. The Keltec has a non-linear multi-link blowback system, and so instead of it going straight back like most guns do, it kind of goes down and back up. And if I can, I'll try to show that mechanism up there. I'll also put up some of the specs and all of that. And if I have some footage of me shooting it, I'll add that as well. But this gun, the system is designed to lessen the recoil. Well, you've got it's a 9mm rifle, so recoil is going to be muted to a certain degree because of the length of the barrel. But this system that takes it down is designed to have the recoil go down and up instead of back into your shoulder, and it creates a very smooth shooting firearm. And so, you know, again, I awarded Keltec Sub 2000, even though I don't think it's the best PCC out there by any stretch of the imagination. I put it on the top 10 and number 10 because I felt like from an innovation standpoint, they did that. And certainly Keltec, I'm sorry, certainly Chris Vector has done that as well. I think it's a gorgeous looking gun. I think the innovation is phenomenal. I think fit and finish is great. I think it is a really, really smooth shooter, and certainly warranted to be in the top 5 of pistol caliber carbines. And I think you'll find that on most people's top 5 list. All right, let's keep the party rolling and get into number 4. Coming in at number 4, we have the CMMG Banshee 300 series, and I'll put a picture of it up there along with the specs. Look, fam, again, I told you guys we start to get up here and you start to get a little bit more innovation and things of that nature. So the CMMG is great. It is a very small package though, and so because of that, you would imagine that the recoil in the gun would be a lot more significant than some of the other ones that we looked at. But they have what's called a radio delayed blowback system that is really, really innovative, and it takes away a lot of that recoil. I've had the opportunity to shoot the Banshee on a few occasions, and I was shocked about how light shooting it felt. When I did my ultimate home defense system, and what's great about this is that you can buy that radio delay blowback system outside of the rifle. And so I really wanted to use that system in my ultimate home defense weapon, custom AR-9, but it wasn't available out at the time. It was sold out everywhere. You know, we talking when COVID was COVID, right? So it was hard to find. But like I said, it makes the gun shoot really, really soft, which allows you to get back on target faster, which allows you to shoot faster, more accurate, etc. I love the CMMG Banshee. The only thing I don't like about it, it's not cheap. It's not cheap, so we'll put the price up there like I've been putting the price up on most of these. But it's not, to me, sorry CMMG, it's not very attractive. It's not a pretty gun for the price. I think how it shoots for the feel and all of that, like it warrants the price tag. But the look, I mean, it looks unimpressive, I guess is a nice way for me to put it. It's an unimpressive looking gun. They could have done more to spruce it up from a design perspective, but a lot of people aren't worried about that. They just want a gun that's reliable, that works, that's gonna do what it needs to do, and certainly the Banshee fits that description. All right, let's get into the top 3, fam. The top 3. Okay, fam, so look, this is usually the point in the video where people's backsides start to get hurt a little bit because either their gun didn't make the top 3 or they don't like the order of the top 3. But that's the way it is. Like I said, I'm here for the smoke. Let's hear it down in the comments. All right, coming in at number 3 is the B&T APC 9 Pro. Look, I don't know what to tell you. B&T just makes great firearms. Great, tried and true, battle-tested firearms. The B&T shoots really well. It's a direct blowback system, but somehow in their design, it mitigates recoil better than other direct blowback systems. Not as good as some of the other options that are on the list, but certainly, you know, better than similar operating systems. Fit and finish is really, really good. I've had an opportunity to shoot the APC Pro a few times. Loved it. You know, that's one of the guns that probably will be on my cop list at some point in time. Here's the trouble that I think people run into when looking to buy the B&T APC Pro, and I kind of alluded to it when we were talking about the Grand Power Strybog earlier, is that the price point, for what you get for the price point, it's a little high. It's a little high. I want to say the B&T is like $2,500 MSRP. You compare that to the Strybog, which I think is like $800, $900. It's significantly higher. It's significantly higher, more than double, almost triple the price, right? And so for a direct blowback gun to be at $2,500, it's a little much. I'm not saying it's worth it. Like I said, fit and finish is great. It is a direct blowback gun, but it somehow design-wise manages the recoil a little bit better, tried and true. So I got no issue with the B&T APC Pro. It will likely find its way into my collection at some point or another, particularly if the handgun roster in California goes away and I can buy it for what the actual MSRP is and not double or more of the price. So that's it. That's number 3. Let's get into numero 2. Number 2. Coming in at number 2, we have the HK SP5. And of course, the SP5 is a civilian version of the world-renowned MP5. Look, the MP5 has been around forever. It is iconic. And even though it is very dated technology, it still gets the job done. It is an expensive gun. I'll go ahead and I'll put up prices and pictures. You guys know I have the MP5 22LR. I did that review not too long ago, and of course, totally separate guns. I have had a chance to shoot an actual MP5 when I was in Vegas at the range, and it was a blast to shoot. This is a roller delayed blowback system, makes the gun very soft. Recoiling, of course, it is very accurate. Fit and finish is good. And I don't know if there's a more iconic gun. It's been used in the military for a long time. It is a mainstay in all the video games and in every movie practically that I've seen. So look, it doesn't get more iconic than the HK MP5 or SP5. Look, fam, it's not cheap though. It's not cheap. You can find some deals on them though, and that's the thing, fam. On all of these guns, be patient. You know, be patient. Wait for the right moment in time to buy, and sometimes you can catch them on sale. I want to say the MP5 retails at about, SP5 retails at about $3,500. I'll put it up there on the screen. But you know, it's kind of like having a Desert Eagle in your collection. You know, like it's because it's so iconic. I think it's a statement relative to a collector's dream, and a gun that, you know, fits the bill relative to how it shoots. So that's it. The HK SP5 coming in at number 2. Let's get to number 1. The number 1 pistol caliber carbine of 2022, according to 2A-N-LA. All right, fam, coming in at number 1. Look, fam, those of you who know me, you know, probably should have seen this one coming from a mile away. That said, though, I don't think there's any bias shown here. I think any list of top PCCs out there is going to have this one at number 1, or certainly right near the top. I think it's number 1 for a variety of reasons, which we'll get into now. And of course, I am talking about the Sig Sauer MPXK, fam. Bam. Fam, this is a super attractive gun. And of course, you know, your boy, you know, always adds some style points to a firearm. And I'll do a full review on the MPXK at some point in the very near future. But let me just say, like, right off the rip, that, you know, if this gun has a lot of features that separate it. It's a very small, compact package. It comes with a foldable brace, but I changed it out to a collapsing brace. Look how short this is. Very short, very compact, very lightweight. Fit and finish, phenomenal. Accuracy, phenomenal. This gun features a short stroke piston system. Recoil is so light, fam. It is so light, unbelievably so. It has that Geisley, comes stock with a Geisley trigger in it. Fam, the MPXK, like I said, we will do a detailed review on the MPXK, and I'll get, you know, a lot of footage with me shooting it and going over all the innovations, all the key points about the gun, and all the things that I did to even further enhance it. But fam, it is hard to beat the MPXK. Look, fam, if I'm being 100% honest, in the world of pistol caliber carbines, when people talk about the top 3, any list is going to have that BNT APC Pro on it. It's going to have the HK SP5 on it, and it's going to have the Sig Sauer MPXK on it. It just is. Those guns are leading the industry right now. And you know that the CMMG Banshee 300 series is right there behind it, kind of creeping up on it. And it's kind of those 4, and there's a drop off. And it's those 4, and then there's a drop off. And then you got your Chris Vectors of the world, your Cali 9s of the world, your Strybogs of the world. They're all on this like second tier. Honorable mention, I would if I was giving some honorable mention, you know, the Ruger has not too long ago came out with a PCC, 9mm PCC. I think that is something that has gotten a lot of positive reviews. A lot of people have kind of ranked it up in their top 10. It didn't crack mine because I haven't shot it, and so I just don't feel comfortable putting something on the list that I have never even shot before. And then yeah. So I'll give it an honorable mention though. If it's something, if you're looking to buy a PCC, it's not as expensive. That's something you can consider. The other thing I would say too, fam, before we wrap this video up, is if some of you guys are out there and you've, you know, got your handgun, you got your Glock 17 or whatever the case may be, or other handguns, you got your SIG, P320 or whatever the case may be, and you want a pistol caliber carbine, but you don't have the additional funds to go out and buy a quality one. one thing that I would remind people of is this. The MCK. The MCK essentially houses your handgun to allow you to have the sense, the additional contact points that you would if you were shooting a traditional PCC at a fraction of the cost. And so, you know, your boy has tricked his out a little bit, you know, added a weapon light to it, add a glass break to it, add a quality optic to it. But I would say, you know, consider that. Consider that. You know, you wanted to get the sense of what it's like to shoot a PCC. You don't have a lot of money to go out. You don't have, you know, $2,000 to go out and buy an MPXK, or, you know, $2,500 to buy the BNT, you know, but you want to have a system that works with what you already have. Consider the MCK. All right? That's it, fam. That's 2A-N-LA's top 10 pistol caliber carbines for 2022. We'll come back around this time next year and see if some of these guns have gotten unseated by the new stuff that's coming out next year. Maybe. Maybe. All right. Until next time, fam, as always, take care of one another and peace.